channel. Here, we read and explore together the book Human and Cancer to better understand this disease and its secrets. Don't forget to support me by subscribing and liking so we can continue this journey together. Part 1. Cancer in the Balance of Science. Chapter 1. What is cancer? There are enemies coming from outside. We see them and prepare for them. But cancer? It's the enemy that emerged from within you. What is cancer? The question seems simple, but it carries behind it the deepest medical and human tragedy known to modern history. Cancer is not a microbe or a virus that entered your body from outside. Rather, it is a cell of you. A cell of your body, born like you, grew, matured, and then decided not to die. It refused orders, broke the rules, and began dividing without limits, as if screaming, "I will live, even at the expense of all of you." This is how cancer begins. From a single cell that rebelled against the system, we live in bodies governed by strict laws. Every cell works, dies, and is then replaced. But when a cell develops a defect in its genetic instructions, its DNA, it doesn't die on time. Instead, it begins to divide endlessly, eventually becoming a mass, then a tumor, and finally a threat that threatens all of life. Cancer is not an ordinary disease. It is an internal war, waged by the body against itself. The cell that initiates this rebellion is not inherently evil, but it undergoes an event that changes its fate. It may have been exposed to harmful radiation, a carcinogenic chemical, or a random error during its normal division. In an instant, the code that maintained order is broken, and the ultimate deception is born within the body. The cell begins to copy itself. One copy, then another, then thousands. And each time, the copy is more chaotic than the one before it. There are no rules to stop it, no death to limit it, and no goal other than to multiply, even on the ruins of healthy cells. This small rebellion is invisible at its beginning, nor is it felt. Time passes, and the cell silently builds its colony. A mass develops, begins to press on its surroundings, begins to take nourishment from surrounding tissues, and begins to slowly kill the body, and the person is unaware. Cancer doesn't scream at first, it whispers, and that whisper can be more dangerous than any scream. To understand cancer, we must return to the origins of the cell itself. The cell is the basic unit of human development. It is a small living organism with a life cycle. It is born, performs its function, and then dies when its time comes, making way for a new cell. But cancer disrupts this cycle. The diseased cell refuses to die. It stops listening to stop signals and becomes uncontrollable. Even worse, this cell begins to deceive the immune system, disguising itself as a normal cell so as not to be attacked. It then releases signals that cause blood vessels to grow toward it, supplying it with oxygen and nutrients, as if it were building a city within the body, stealing everything to survive. Thus, the healthy body, which once housed the cell, turns into a battlefield. The battle is unequal because the enemy is from within the... At first, cancer cells stay where they are. They don't leave. But over time, they change. They become more aggressive. They begin sending out stray cells, carrying their diseased codes, and circulate in the blood or lymph, searching for new colonies to establish in other organs. This is called metastasis, when the cancer spreads from its initial location to the liver, lungs, bones, or brain. Here, the battle transforms from a confined area into an all-out war within the body. Courage is not enough at this stage. Medication alone is not enough. The body has become an occupied territory, and treatment requires a well-thought-out plan, time, patience, and faith. Here, the bitter truth becomes clear. Cancer doesn't just attack the body, it tests the person, testing his patience, his faith, his dreams, and his whole life. Not all tumors are cancerous. Some are called benign, grow slowly, do not spread, and are usually not life-threatening. But cancer, or a malignant tumor, is completely different. Cancer doesn't just grow, it invades. It enters tissue, destroys its surroundings, cuts off supplies, releases enzymes that destroy healthy cells, and then creeps silently, like a shadow in a lightless room. But the danger lies not only in its rapid growth, but also in its ability to camouflage itself. It is painless in its early stages, does not raise body temperature, and does not send clear signals. It remains hidden until it progresses, and when it is discovered, it has been present for years. Hence the importance of early screening. Because cancer, when detected early, can be cured, but if neglected, it can turn into a story that never ends, except in long.